Guys, we're back with the Screen Team. It's our last review of 2018, and I'm being joined again by Sabrina. She is totally...
You sound so enthusiastic about that.
You've taken control of this entire show. But you just go ahead and throw those puppy dog eyes at me, and that's fine. That's fine. You can control the show. Let's see how we do on this next review, because our first review this evening wasn't very good with the Christmas Chronicles. Let's do better. We got Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet. And that's the right name, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. It's a good start so far.
So far.
You and I and our son Luke were huge fans of the first Wreck-It Ralph.
Absolutely. We even dressed up like them for Halloween one year.
We did. It was a lot of fun, and we were very excited for the second one. Second one has come out. What did you think of it? Did you like it?
I liked it. I don't think I would be as enthusiastic to watch it as much as I've watched the first one.
And why is that?
It's long, and I just feel like...
Did you feel like they crossed over the line a few too many times?
Well, I don't know what line you're talking about, but I feel like I by the time I got to the end of the movie, there was a scene with Ralph. It's the climax of the movie. It's the high moment where everything comes to a head.
Everything is on the line. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, on that part of the movie, it just took forever. By then, I was like, I already know what's happening here. Can we just get on with it? And I felt, a lot like Vanellope. A little impatient, a little ready to be done with everything. Can you just quit your whining and let's move on?
Sure.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, there was a few scenes in here where
I'm kind of old and cranky like that.
Well, I am too. So maybe we're not the best to review a kids movie.
But Luke was with us.
Yeah, what did he think of it? He's kind of outgrown Wreck-It Ralph a little bit, don't you think?
I think so.
That's a shame, because I love watching it with him.
I think there's an age where they lose the fascination with just the fact that there's a non-person talking on the screen. It's not... he's too consumed with real life stuff all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And I think that as an older kid, young adult, a lot of these movies, when you revisit them, you find a new fascination with them, and you find new things to appreciate in them, and you have different life things that have happened in your life that you associate with in the movies.
Yeah.
Any movie. So I think it's fair to say, yes, he's transitioned from Wreck-It Ralph style humor and is more into, Minecraft and all that nonsense.
And just like Luke was having trouble kind of getting into this movie, our main star Vanellope was having issues with a lot of her daily routine.
She was bored.
Yeah.
Well, her game was fixed. She's racing all the time.
She's winning.
She's winning. And anybody can get tired of winning when winning is all you do.
Is that how you feel?
Yes.
I wouldn't know.
People need challenges. They need bumps in the road to get them motivated to fix something. And then once you fix something, you feel successful again. When you get it right every time, it's not a success. It's just the status quo. Vanellope is tired of the status quo because she knows the route. She knows the track. She knows everything that's going to happen at every second.
But who is not tired of the status quo?
Ralph.
So that kind of reminds me of somebody.
He reminds me of you. This movie is still about you and me, Vanellope and Ralph. But
he was kind of clingy in this movie.
Excessively clingy, and that is the whole issue. Vanellope wants new adventure, new challenges, new friends. She's not wanting to say goodbye to her old life. She just wants to expand her life.
But why would you want to do that when the life that you have is so perfect?
Well, for Ralph,
gotcha.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
And could have remained that way. He is that type of person that loves a routine, doesn't like change.
No change.
Wants to understand and know what's going to happen next.
That sounds like a great life.
And then there's Vanellope, who's like, how fast can I go?
Now, why would you want to go fast? I mean, there's danger ahead.
That's the whole thrill. Can I survive it? Yes, I can. How many times is it going to take? I don't know.
Man, oh man, you extroverts just get me every time. What about some of our new characters in this particular film? We have this this racer that befriends Vanellope. I'm not really sure what her name is, but she's played by Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. She's in a racing game, but in a more kind of violent, real-life racing game. What did you think about her character?
I thought, first of all, I was a little distracted with her animation.
Okay.
Just because they are so good these days at tracking natural human movement. That she had little movements that totally gave her that street thug, race car
kind of
driver,
vibe.
You're not getting anything past me vibe, and just little things, that I caught on. I noticed it. And I can understand why Vanellope was fascinated by this option in this is a new game or a new way. This is an internet game. And they just get introduced to the internet. So she's like, there's a whole new world out here.
Sure.
And so she doesn't know the track. She doesn't know the races. She's thrilled by the idea of the danger and the possibilities. Granted, her code's not a part of the game, so she's in real danger.
Yeah.
But she befriends the gal. And you're right. Now that you've said that, I can't think of her name either. It's kind of important. But anyway, she eventually becomes friends enough that they put her code in, and she gets to cross over from race to race, which is kind of exciting. Well, it's sort of like a little peek to the end, but it's not a big deal.
Yeah. I told you about the line and sometimes how they cross it. There was a few scenes where I kind of felt like they did that, where I was like, oh, they could have just brought it back just a little bit for the kids. The ending scene, I thought was a little too creepy and a little too
the millions and millions of Ralphs.
Yeah, so that scene was like, oh, they could dial that one back a little bit. And then there was another scene where Ralph is trying to secretly go underground and buy a virus.
He goes to the dark web.
He goes to the dark web to buy a virus, and that whole scene was just a little shady, which was the main purpose of that scene.
Yeah.
But it was still...
Well, they certainly couldn't make it cute and adorable and interesting
They
to
could
kids.
have.
No, they can't. You're not supposed to go there.
So what did you think about our villain, the virus? Did he live up to King Candy's standards?
Well, first of all, it takes forever to get a villain in this movie.
Yeah.
And so does he live up to King? He's not even a he. He's it.
I'm King Candy.
There's no characterization to this virus. It's just a virus. It's just a it. The real villain is Ralph.
What? Ralph is not a... What? No.
He's the antagonist in
He's
this.
a good guy.
He doesn't know it. He's a good guy. He's got a medal and everything, but he becomes a villain in this movie.
I'm depressed now. I thought he was a good guy.
Well, now you know. You got to watch the movie to figure out what the heck I'm talking about.
The more you know. All right. So Wreck-It Ralph 2, you giving it a second viewing?
Oh, sure. I'd watch it again.
Yeah,
but I
me
wouldn't go
too.
to the movies to see it again. I've already done that.
Would you buy it?
I don't know. I'd have to watch it again.
Okay. Fair enough. The movie is called Wreck-It Ralph 2. Ralph wrecks the internet, or Ralph breaks the internet.
Breaks, yeah.
Man, I get that messed up every time.
It's a thing.
All right. So this was our last review of 2018. It's a thing. And we need some more practice, I think. Hopefully we'll do better in 2019.
You know what would have been cool?
What's
if they'd have said Ralph smashes the internet, because everybody's like, I'm going to smash it.
No, I'm going to wreck it.
I'm about to smash this lunch.
Who says that?
These kids these
No,
days.
they
They
don't.
say the weirdest things.
All right, can we finish up here? I got stuff to do.
You want to bring in the new year?
I want to ring into the new year.
Woohoo! Let's do it.
She's Sabrina. I'm Chris. From all of us and from all of our screen teamers here in 2018, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, Happy Holidays to everybody out there, and we'll see you again in a couple weeks in 2019. For Sabrina and Chris, we are the screen team, and we want you to know.
Before you go. Peace out.